Finally! They finally announced it. Aqua has joined Rogue officially. So, you know what that means. We can finally look at the rosters. We're going to show the rosters. We're going to show the players. So, obviously, we know Sypical on FaZe Clan. I know the Sypical and FaZe Clan thing still has been announced, but they're being slow, and I'm tired of waiting. And Atomic on G2, Drees on Envy, Daniel on Space Station, Beast Mode on version 1, and then we take a look at the closed qualifier, which is happening today, by the way. Pretty lit. Aqua on Rogue, and Gimmick on Oxygen. We know that, okay? What better way to, take care of all this than to rank the upper echelon of tiered moves, basically. Moves that happened for teams within the top 16. There's only 6 moves to rank, so it's gonna be really quick and simple. So in honor of Aqua finally getting announced, shout out him, kid's absolutely insane. S tier move for Rogue. I don't know how they managed to always sign the up and coming GOAT. Had they signed Daniel instead of Aqua, probably be a little bit better, but Aqua is going to be great. He is just like First Killer, just like Daniel. He is a mechanically gifted 15-year-old that is going to blow up on the scene. He's going to do really well. I think Gyro and Taroko are good pieces around him right now, but definitely Rogue probably looking to upgrade that roster pretty quick. Nothing against Gyro and Taroko, just right now. I think they're going to realize how much ahead Aqua is of them, and it's going to catch up to them quick. So S tier move for Rogue. Random Gimmick, C tier. Nothing against Oxygen picking up Gimmick. It's just out of the players that they, had Oxygen tried to get Beast Mode. Had they tried to get Aqua or any, whatever. Had they had the opportunity, they should have done that instead of Gimmick, in my opinion, because they're better players. Nothing against Gimmick. He's going to be a great striker for Oxygen. Will definitely put up the offensive numbers. But given the players that have been available this transfer window, Gimmick would be lower on my list. We'll do the Sypical move now. I don't know what order I'm doing this in. Sypical to FaZe, that's an S tier move. Illusion getting swapped out there. Nothing against Illusion. Definitely was kind of like that, the stability of the roster, if that makes sense. Like, he seemed the most grounded, whereas AJ and First Killer sometimes could get in each other's way and kind of seem maybe the emotion of the event got in their clouded their vision a little bit about their goals. So Sypical is going to be the best player in NA to replace that person for FaZe, in my opinion. He's a better player than Illusion. He's more gifted, more talented, in my opinion, and he can fill that same role of being the grounded one on the team, letting First Killer and AJ kind of do their thing. So that's a good move for FaZe. They're, I'd say, the second best team in NA without a doubt now, in my opinion. Let's do one of the G2 Envy moves. Drees. It's like B+. A minus B+. It's hard to tell. I'm going to put it in B. It's not quite an A move yet. It depends. It depends on how they do. Drees is a great player. He has done well for G2. Definitely was the most mechanically gifted on G2. Was he the best at threes on G2? It's tough to say. I think given time for him to develop with Turbo Pulsa and Mist, I think this will be good for Envy in the long run, because you could definitely tell that the vibes are off between Atomic, Mist, and Turbo. So Drees coming in for them, I think it's a good move in the long run. It might not pay off for them immediately, but I think it'll be good. We'll just throw that in there too. Atomic is in the same scenario, right? So it's not that G2 wasn't vibing with Drees. It's that G2 probably is looking for someone with more availability because Drees is still in high school, in my opinion. That's kind of where I'm at. Atomic is someone that G2 has wanted for a while, based around rumors and conversations that people have been having. He's going to be great on offense, and he's going to be mechanically gifted on defense, which is something that G2 has needed for a while. Just the G2 defense has not been, it's not great a lot of the time. So I think Atomic being added to the roster, giving him a new environment, I think it's going to be great for him. I'm not sure which move will end up being better in the long term. I think short-term Atomic is better. Long-term Drees would have been better, but who's to say? Maybe Atomic in a new environment is going to pop off and become the best player in NA. We have no idea. Beast Mode, A move, A tier move, 100%. If they could have gotten Aqua or Daniel, I think that might be better in there for them long-term, because Calm and Torment, I don't see them going anywhere for a little bit. But Beast Mode coming off of the fall split, he played like 3 games and was like, yo, Shopify is not my thing anymore, I'm out, might be worried about that a little bit, about his like commitment to version 1. But if it's a better environment for him, because his main complaint before was the team environment, if it's better now, he's gonna pop off, he's gonna do great. Version 1's gonna be looking solid. And Daniel on SSG, that's an A tier move, could move up to S tier, but it's a downgrade right now. So Sypical, it's not necessarily, when I say downgrade right now, it's because we don't know what Daniel's gonna look like right away. We don't know if he's going to pop off and be insane immediately in 3s against the rest of the NA competition. Kid's nuts. Don't get me wrong. Kid is absolutely insane. However, it's tough to say. We have no idea. There's no metric for it. So until he shows that he is First Killer 2.0, A tier move. When he does show he's First Killer 2.0 and SSG start winning tournaments, S tier move. But those are the transfer window roster moves for the NA region. Those are my rankings of them. Obviously, there's more that happened. Like Zenil got announced to RBG today, which is sick. Obviously, Parth and Shopify is great. Good moves happened. Certain teams should have made moves like Torrent and Exit if they had the opportunity to. Maybe even Sonics and Charlotte Phoenix. But, you know, tough to say. Krasix on Pioneers is looking pretty solid already. Like a more stable roster. So depending on who qualifies from this into the main event, we'll see how it goes. But NA's looking pretty... NA's starting to get like the depth that Europe is looking like it has. So that's exciting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.